Do you ever wake up disgusted, having no one to trust in, and you lost a girl you in love with? My homie Johnny gave his life away to some broad. Would've gave up everything for her, he treated her like a god. Till one night, thought he surprised her, came home early from his work, opened the door and on the floor he saw her panties bra on his shirt. He walked over to the bedroom, all he heard was squeaking and screaming. He was so fucking in shock, he said he couldn't even believe it. He didn't even walk in, just went home, grabbed a fifth of gin. Called me crying, said he was frightened and he wanted the pain to end. I told him chill out, I'll be there soon. But by the time that I got there, people were in the streets, there were some ambulances and cops there. I guess when I hung up the phone, Johnny picked up his 45 and put the barrel up to his dome. All he left behind was a note that said I couldn't cope. I'm sorry if you care, but I feel like my life's a joke. Up on a hill across the blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. I still remember how it all changed. My mother said, don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. Now Julie lived down the street. She wasn't always accepted, she was a little bit unique. She spent her whole life just trying to be cool, but she wasn't ever that popular and the other kids were cruel. When she went to school, they ignored her, acted like she wasn't there. Her mom was always at work and her father just never cared. So she spent the nights in a pillow, just drowning out all her tears in fear that she'd never be accepted by her peers. So she started smoking those cigarettes and she started popping those pills. She even cut her wrist sometimes cause she loved the way it feels. Started wearing long sleeves to cover the scars. She even got grounded for stealing her mother's car. So she snuck out and got blacked out. Woke up the next day in some random person's house. Found out about a month later she had a baby in her womb. The next morning Julie's mother found her hanging in her room. Up on a hill across the blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. I still remember how it all changed. My mother said, don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. My message is that life is way too precious, so be happy with your own and never want somebody else's. Plus you never know when it's gone, so think about that every time somebody play this song. My mother said, don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. Don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now.
Locust.
Seems
like we grow up in a world where marketing's the reason you sell, so everybody's got a story or achievements to tell. These days seems everyone's repeating themselves. I change it, but in truth it can't really be helped, because what you about to do has been done 100 times before you would thunk it. From Melbourne to London, producers made beats before you could spell drunkets. Really, how unique can you be? I mean, come on kid. From days of record stores to the days of online message boards, it's all been said before. Courageous artists sought inspiration to create the same place where now you draw yours from, with your aims to paint an image. But I know you ain't breaking limits with the same but different. It's like South Park when the Simpsons did it. Try to be one of a kind with my lyrics, but please forgive me if it all sounds so familiar. I'm sure that you heard this all before. I'm only one voice in a world of billions, and no ideas original no more. Please forgive me if it all sounds so familiar. I'm sure that you heard this all before. I'm only one voice in a world of billions, and no ideas original no more. I'm feeling like Jay, what more can I say? Only 2 albums deep, like a quarter of the way to the finish line. Some claim kick back, give it time. Others like hustle harder, it'll slip by. So here it is, conscious of the fact that the rhymes that I spat in past time just might overlap. If they do, dig deep and cope with that. Repetition is the father of learning. You're dead if you don't adapt, and I built it, I'm about it. So I'ma still rap proud and stick to my guns like the building surrounded, and bring the house down till they kicking me out it. Still have the precious shit out on each album, cause it's true, no idea's original, right? But a different perspective can give them new life. So I pull the pen out, now I'm giving your mind, it's on you to press play. Sit back and decide, but look it, please forgive me if it all sounds so familiar. I'm sure that you heard this all before. I'm only one voice in a world of billions, and no ideas original no more. Please forgive me if it all sounds so familiar. I'm sure that you heard this all before. I'm only one voice in a world of billions, and no ideas original no more.
Know you heard this before.
1 mic, 2 mic, 3 mic, 4, check it. Fine line between 5 mic and broken records, between recognizing flaws and applause. Let's see, what shit I can't tackle anymore? No momentary happiness or footprints in the sand, no pedal to the metal chase or cigarettes in hand. All good, I'll get by, but I